The American dream is a lie designed to keep you poor. True wealth in this country is built by those who understand the hidden rules of the game. Every day you spend chasing a job instead of building an empire, you're falling further behind in a system designed to exploit your labor. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 shocking realities about building wealth as an immigrant in the US that millionaires and billionaires hope you never learn, because once you do, you'll have the power to join their ranks. And now, before I show you how to flip the system on its head, let me ask you something. When you came to America, did you dream of working 60-hour weeks just to barely make rent? Of course not. But that's the reality of millions of immigrants like us who don't know what I'm about to tell you. You see, I was once in the same shoes that you probably are. I've done the back-breaking labor, lived off ramen noodles, and had roommates for years to save every penny. But then I discovered the truth about getting rich in America, and it changed everything for me. First, we need to address the elephant in the room. That traditional job you're working so hard at, it's a trap. Here's why. The moment you trade time for money, you've lost the wealth game. I've learned this the hard way, working 16-hour days at minimum wage jobs, thinking I was climbing the ladder to success. In reality, I was just running on a hamster wheel. Here's what they don't tell you in America. The real money isn't made by working hard, it's made by leveraging systems, other people's time, and exponential growth opportunities. But how do you break free from this 9-to-5 trap? It starts with a simple mindset shift. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Identify your unique skills and experiences as an immigrant that can solve problems in the US market. Start a side hustle, no matter how small, while you can still keep your job. Learn about passive income, streams of income like real estate, online businesses, or investments. Network with other entrepreneurs, especially fellow immigrants who have succeeded in the past. Remember, every problem you face as an immigrant is a potential business opportunity. The language barrier you're struggling with, that's a tutoring service waiting to happen. The difficulty you had finding cultural foods, that's an import business in the making. And that brings me to reality number 2, which is something most career counselors or recruiters won't tell you. High-ticket sales and entrepreneurship are the fastest ways to build wealth as an immigrant in America. Why? Because these paths allow you to break free from the limitations of trading time for money. They give you the opportunity to scale your income exponentially. Here's how you can get started. Identify a high-ticket product or service in demand. This could be luxury goods, real estate, high-end coaching, or enterprise software solutions. Learn sales as a skill. Learn how to sell. As an immigrant, you already have the resilience and the determination needed to succeed in sales. You just need to learn the techniques. Start your own business around this, high-ticket offer or high-ticket product or service that you imagine in your mind. Use your unique immigrant perspective to stand out in the market. Leverage online platforms to reach a global audience as well. Your ability to speak multiple languages and understand different cultures is a huge advantage here. But I know what you're thinking. Starting a business is risky. What if I fail? That brings me to the next reality, which is financial risk is costing you millions of dollars. One of the biggest obstacles holding immigrants back from wealth is the fear of financial risk. I get it, you've sacrificed so much to come to this country, and the idea of losing it all is terrifying. But here's the truth, playing it safe is the riskiest thing you can do. Let me explain. First, job security is an illusion. In today's economy, no one is truly secure. You could be laid off tomorrow at any moment. Inflation is eating away your savings. If you're not growing your money, you're actually losing wealth every year. You can't save your way to being rich. The opportunity cost of not taking risk is enormous. Every day you don't start that business or, make the investment is a day of potential earnings you lost forever. So how do you overcome this fear? Start small. You don't need to quit your job and, risk everything. Begin with calculated risks in small increments. Educate yourself. The more you understand about business and finance, the less scary it becomes. Build a safety net. Before taking big risks, ensure you have some savings to fall back on in case things don't work out as planned. Learn from your failures. In America, failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone to success. Every successful entrepreneur has failed several times. Remember, as an immigrant, you've already taken one of the biggest risks one can take, which is coming to a new country. You have the courage in you. Now it's time to apply it to your financial life. Now let's talk about something many immigrants think it's a weakness, but it's actually your secret weapon, which is your background and experiences. I used to be embarrassed by my accent and my cultural differences. But then I realized something very powerful. In a globalized economy, being from a different culture isn't just an advantage, it's a superpower, because here's why. You have a unique perspective. You see opportunities that others might miss. Your experience navigating different cultures give you insights that can lead to creative business ideas. Your work ethic. Immigrants are known for their strong work ethic. This resilience and determination are crucial for entrepreneurial success. Your global network, your connections back home as an immigrant, and the communities that you might be part of are a valuable resource for international business opportunities. Your language skills, in a increasingly global market, essentially. Everything is interconnected. Being multilingual is a massive advantage. You're adaptable. The very act that you has immigrated to a different country proves your ability to adapt to new situations. This is a critical skill for entrepreneurs. So, how do you leverage those advantages? First, you identify problems in your immigrant community that need solutions, for example. These are your first business opportunities. Then you use language skills to tap into markets that others can't reach. Leverage your understanding of multiple cultures to create products or services that bridge those cultural gaps. And then you network within the immigrant communities to find mentors, partners, and even like early customers. Tell your immigrant story. It's unique, it's powerful, and it can be a key part of your personal brand. Now, shifting gears, let's bust the final and biggest myth about getting rich in America. It's not about having a high-paying job or even about making a lot of money. It's about building and owning assets. This is the secret that the wealthy know and use to their advantage. Here's how it works. Income is taxed heavily, but wealth is taxed very lightly. The rich focus on increasing their net worth, not just their income. Assets can appreciate and generate passive income. This means you can make money while you sleep. Ownership gives you control. When you own a business or property, you have the power to make decisions that increase its value. So, how do you apply this knowledge? Start thinking in terms of assets, not just income. Every dollar you earn should be directed towards acquiring or building assets. Learn about different types of assets: business, real estate, stocks, intellectual property. Understand the power of leverage as well. Use other people's money through loans, investments, to acquire assets that generate higher returns than the cost of borrowing that money, basically leveraging that to your benefit. Focus on scalable business models. Look for opportunities where you can multiply efforts through technology or systems. Always be learning. The rules of wealth building are constantly changing, so you gotta stay up to date with financial strategies and market trends. Now, I know this all might sound overwhelming. You might be thinking, where do I even start? So in my next video, I'm breaking down exactly how I went from being in debt and sleeping on the floor to making millions of dollars through high ticket sales.